What is happening, guys? I would just like to say a very warm welcome from an Irishman here in Scotland to my Kiwi fans. I've been blown away. I was checking my analytics, and 5.8% of my audience are in New Zealand. So I've been blown away by your support, guys, and I will be breaking down the second test to the All Blacks Ireland. So if you think the Aussies and the English are a bunch of pansies, hit like and subscribe. I will be breaking down the Wallabies and England game as well. Just having a bit of fun with it. And if you are an English or an Aussie, stop being a pansy and hit like and subscribe. No, jokes aside, Ireland have only made one change. Ireland have only made one change for the second test against New Zealand. Um, I'm disappointed that Joey Carberry isn't starting. I thought Jack Conan should have been put back in the number eight position. I presume Ian Henderson is still out. I kind of thought you should have put Bunde Aki in there. I would have liked to see Bunde Aki in there, and I am a little bit surprised that James Lowe and Hugo Keane are starting, and it really just feels like Ireland are playing it safe here, guys. Um, I'm like having taken a look at that Ireland starting lineup. I can tell you that I don't even need to take a look at the All Blacks starting lineup. I'm gonna go the All Blacks to win 38 points to 18 here, and this unfortunately this pains me to say. Um, as an Ireland fan, I really wanted a test series, like a good test series, but I just kind of feel like what are we doing here? Like Joey Carberry is almost, sorry, not Joey Carberry, Johnny Sexton is almost 37 years of age. He's gonna be retired after the World Cup. He's got maybe 5 to 7 test matches in him. We don't even know, will he be fit for the World Cup? Hopefully he will. I will. In Johnny's defence, okay. I think Ireland only started leaking tries after he came off in the first game. So you could make the argument that defensively he's better. We Ireland probably have a good chance of holding the All Blacks to less points and less tries, and that might be a valid argument. But Joey Carberry is a great goal kicker. He's a dynamic player, and I think we need to be looking at Johnny Sexton's replacement. The only way I think you could be justified in starting Johnny is if you think Ireland have a genuine chance of beating the All Blacks in the second test with Johnny. Now that's not out of the realm of possibility, but based on the fact that Ireland lost the first test 42 points to 19, even though the All Blacks are probably still finding their feet, and Ireland had more possession, more territory the opening half hour. That's that doesn't fill me with like confidence going into the second test that we could see an All Blacks team that have more possession, have more territory, this game, and you know I just think that Ireland had nothing to lose, ringing the changes. If if we do have to go down and lose 3-0 to the All Blacks, I at least want to see some questions answered. I at least want to see how would Joey Carberry do starting a full game, and we kind of, I feel like we almost have the answer already. Like Joey Carberry played very well starting against France in the Six Nations. Joey Carberry has come on against the All Blacks in the past. He played for about 50 minutes last week, but there's just it. It feels like Andy Farrell is playing this like it's a World Cup final, and it's not, and that's the difference between the All Blacks and Ireland. Like all the All Blacks are playing guys like Quinn Tupac, Charlie, what the number 11 name? What you'll have to forgive me, Fanga, the Lester Fanga. I can't. The All Black fans can correct me, but the winger, the winger who started, um, last week, and the All Blacks, are experimenting because they're Andy Foster. Well, first of all, Andy Foster probably wants to keep his job and until at least the World Cup, and he will go a long way to doing that. I think with a 3-0 victory over Ireland, and unfortunately, I just think that, like, Andy Farrell might start making changes in the third test, like if Ireland lose the second, which unfortunately, as much as I'd like to see Ireland win the game, I just feel like he's playing it safe. He really is playing it safe here. Like he knows what he's getting. He's not experimenting. I think you have to have faith in your players. I think Andy Farrell is probably thinking, like, if I start guys like Larmer, Carberry, uh, whoever else is on the fringes, like maybe, I don't know, Jimmy O'Brien, let's say, whoever else he was thinking of whoever else he brought with him that is kind of knocking on the door at 23 or that 15. He it's almost, it's a little bit of a slap in the face to the other players, because I think he's old. To me what it says is, I'd rather go with what I have and lose by about 20 points than take a risk and potentially lose by about 40. And I think you've got to have faith in those players, that if you start them, they'll do a respectable job, even against the, you know best, second best, third best team in the world, depending on who you ask. Um, so with all that taken into consideration, I am gonna go the All Blacks to win by a score of 38 points to 18. Like, I think Ireland might keep the score a little bit less with Johnny, but it won't really matter, because Johnny's only going to play about 50 or 60 minutes, and then in the third test, I can see Ireland kind of making 7 or 8 changes, but then it's too late. Then you've already lost the series. Um, would I still would it still mean something if Ireland won the third test after losing the first two? Absolutely, of course it will. Of course it would. Of course, but I just feel like, this is the time. This is the time to be brave. We 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 know what we're gonna get with this starting lineup. I feel like no questions have been answered yet on this tour. No questions have been answered, and I feel like Joey Carberry should be a man going forward. But if he's not, then start Kieran Frawley. Okay, if for whatever reason there's a defensive issue or whatever, and Andy Farrell has decided that Joey Carberry isn't the man going forward, then start Kieran Frawley. But we cannot start fucking on. All respect Johnny Sexton. All respect Johnny Sexton. He's been Ireland's, like, out half since after the '09 Lions tour. That's 12 years. That's 13 years gone, South Africa. Not the South African tour just gone. The one before that, 12 years before the one gone last year. That's how long Johnny Sexton has been in the Ireland setup. I mean, if you ask, I mean, okay, forget about Southern Hemisphere for a minute. Look at England. They've got Marcus Smith. They've got Owen Farrell. Like, yeah, and they're playing 10 and 12. But Owen Farrell is only 31, 32. He's about 5 years younger than Johnny, and they already have his long term replacement, and his long term replacement is playing alongside him, and England wouldn't be weakened if one of them was on the bench and one of them started. Wales have Dan Bigger. If Dan Bigger's out, they have Garrett Anscombe. Callum Sheedy's not bad. Reese Patchell, sometimes he puts in a good performance. Um, Wales Wales have Finn Russell, Blair Kinghorn. France have Ntamak Jalibert. Like, e- even Italy have Garbisi, who is a young fly half with a future. What have Ireland got? I thought we had Joey Carberry. I think Joey Carberry is potentially a good successor going forward. If that's the case, we need to take the fucking life jacket here off and play them. Play them, and that's the only way to know because we haven't found out a damn thing. Um, and yeah, like so, I'm going the All Blacks to win by 20, and hopefully Andy Farrell to take the leash off in week 3.